So we came back today, this morning. What's this? And here we go. We notice when we take out the bag some coloration there. You can kind of see. It's not super obvious, but you can see that there is some coloration in the bag. What does that mean? Also, when you look at the iodine, it's a much lighter yellow than it was yesterday, than when we actually did it. What does that mean? Basically, just I had the class tell me what it meant, and we walked through it. What we're observing is that either the cornstarch or the iodine, something crossed through the bag, and it would appear that it was, well, I'll let you guess. Go ahead and pause, and then when you're ready you can unpause. Okay. Have you unpaused it? Yeah, it was the iodine. The iodine passed through the bag and stained the cornstarch inside of the bag. That's why the cornstarch inside of the bag is this color, right? Because iodine is an indicator for starch, so there must have been some iodine that got on there. And that's also one of the reasons why the solution in the beaker is lighter, because it actually has less iodine in it. What that means is the bag is semi-permeable, and iodine is able to pass through the bag, but cornstarch cannot pass through the bag. Because if cornstarch could pass through the bag, we would expect that the solution in the beaker would be a much darker color, because the cornstarch would be stained and the iodine would be coming into contact, and you would have that dark stained color. Let me know if you have questions. You can email me. But answer those conclusion questions and analysis questions the best you can. I'm going to take a look at them right now. I don't have them right in front of me. There we go. So the making predictions section, if the baggie is permeable to starch. Just want to make sure, yeah, permeable means that something can pass through. So for making predictions, question number 1, if starch could pass through the bag, which way would starch move? Into or out of the bag? So to answer that question, where is the starch already? Well, it's inside the bag. And if it could move through the bag, it would move out of the bag, right? So that's how we want to think through those questions. For our data table, the solution in the beaker at the beginning was that dark yellow. The solution in the bag was just kind of a milky white. And then it says after 15 minutes, but it's really after a day. The solution in the beaker is a light yellow, and the solution in the bag, well, it's kind of this light gray, but it's also stained too, and that's really what we were looking for, what we're trying to notice. You may have done all these background questions already. If not, you can find a lot of those answers in your book, and you can find a lot of the answers already on this sheet. Just go back up to the procedure. And for the conclusion, you know, just tell me what happened, what you noticed, and tell me a little bit about definitely diffusion in your conclusion, if you're feeling up to it. But that's about it for the diffusion lab. Let's take a look at the egg lab.